Sometimes you just got to get away from the hustle and bustle, and here I am out here at the Sloan Conservation area, just outside Las Vegas, Nevada. So I'm going to head out on the Petroglyphs Trail. It's a 7-kilometer trail, 2-hour hike into the desert. I got my water and my gear. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's about 20 degrees out. Let's go. So as you can see behind me, it's a little bit different than when we were in Red Rock Canyon when I took you there a while ago. Real scrubby, really rocky. I'm not seeing any cactuses yet. Lots of shrubs, obviously, but it's really dry, really dusty out here. Thank goodness for a lot of water. I'm really not adapted to dry climates, so I'm drinking my water every 5 seconds, which is good. I mean, you really have to take a lot of water when you're out here, or you can end up in a problem. And also keeping an eye on the sun and sunset. You don't want to get out here in the desert this time of year at night. It gets really cold. So I'm going to kind of keep hiking along, and we'll see if we see anything really exciting along the way. One thing I noticed this year versus the last time I was here is that there are a lot of flowers out in bloom. And I'm not really sure if that's just this year. It's about mid-February right now. Actually the 3rd week of February, and I'm not sure if that's normal. It's pretty awesome that the blooms are out and it's getting me kind of in the spring mood, but I've really never seen things blooming out here, so it's kind of cool. Pretty much always wanted to come here in the spring when the cactuses are in bloom and things like that. Obviously no cactuses here to see in bloom, but I think March is when that happens, so I'll have to get back at some point during that time to see that. Here on the trail is a little tiny burrow. I don't know who lives in there. I mean, certainly this area there's scorpions, tarantulas, lizards, little mammals, and rattlesnakes. So if you're going near bushes, you're supposed to like tap the bushes before sitting down right beside them. Gotta be careful. Can't be too careful around here. So I'm a really bad person. I'm in my shorts right now. Total rattlesnake bait. Here we are getting some really interesting stuff now. This place is a rock climber's paradise. A lot of rock climbers come out to this state to enjoy things and scramble and boulder. Did a bit of bouldering myself a while ago. Not here. But gosh, this is gorgeous. The trail's not that busy today. You know, there's a few people, but even the little visitor center is closed. Went there to check in, and you know, nobody was there. So I think it picks up, gets busier in March and so forth. I can't imagine here in the summertime. I know it gets up to about 110 Fahrenheit, so pretty spicy out here, so I want to be really careful. Even here at 20 degrees, you can get a bit sweaty. You got to watch your water management. And I really should have brought some sunscreen. Actually, didn't really think too much about that. But we've got jackets and such to put on if the sun gets too much. And I've got my sunglasses, hat. This would be so fun to climb. Not that bad either. There, quick little boulder. Lots of fun. Look at this beautiful lichen in there. Green coloration on these rocks. You know, that's a sign of reasonable quality air. Gorgeous. It's like a painting. So here I'm at a juncture. I go on the Cowboy Trail or I go up Trail 100. Trail 100, you go up and there is like a big rock scramble. So if you're into that, you can do that. If not, take the Cowboy Trail and you'll get up to the Petroglyphs, but you'll still have to slide down the other way. So I'm going to start on the Cowboy Trail and then slide down. This is where the elevation starts to pick up. So there we go. It's the Cowboy Trail. You'll see that notification there. This is where it gets kind of interesting. Definitely hear a lot of birds. I think I even heard some kind of a raven or kind of interesting bird. Oh yeah, this is lots of fun in here. Change of scenery big time. Just gotta watch your footing. Footing is definitely tricky if you're not used to this kind of stuff. When I was hiking on these trails, I actually also saw, it's like a little lemming or some other little mammal zip across the trail. It's lots of fun to see that. Sure, towards dusk I'll see a lot more rabbits and things like that. Hopefully I'll get out of here before dusk. I don't want to be stuck in the desert around dusk time. Just beautiful. this geology. Isn't this amazing? Figure out where the trail is. I'm assuming we're going up this way. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I highly recommend bringing hiking poles if you're into that or you have a heavy pack. You can bring kids on this trail. It's pretty kid friendly and lots of fun. And I'm assuming I go up over there. Aha, I found my first cactus. Beautiful cactus, like the little heart-shaped pieces of it there. Nothing like this, seeing this stuff in the desert. I just don't see this all the time, so this is really cool. Well, I just missed a lizard that zipped off this rock and went underneath it. So cool, really small, maybe about 6 centimeters or something like that. It was great. There's some rock climbing vistas there. Kind of at the peak right now before just getting to the petroglyphs. On the downhill leg right now, a little bit intense on the uphill portion of this trail, but not bad. Check out this beautiful cactus. Do not want to fall on that. There was a merlin just flying overhead earlier and I can hear it calling from the bluffs over here. Hopefully I can see him some more. I think that's a peregrine falcon, guys. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at this when I'm editing. So he was hunting over us and mates calling from in there. Beautiful bird. Now let's head up to the petroglyphs and check that out. It was definitely a highlight of my trip to see those nesting peregrine falcons. We've arrived at the petroglyphs. These were created by indigenous people quite a long time ago. And looks like they tell a story of the land around here. Looks like there may be some goats and horses. These are beautiful. There's more up through here, just amazing. You never want to scramble up these rocks and destroy these petroglyphs. This area, conserves this wonderful part of our history. One thing I've been using on my phone is this all trail map, so it records what I'm doing, where I'm going. So I'm headed back now. I really recommend this app. I think it's pretty awesome. You can record what you're doing and see where you are on the trail, and also shows a lot of elevation. It shows trails, I think, all over the world. Now, this is a beautiful area right here. Nice little scramble. This is what they were talking about earlier. And that's what it looks like if you're going up the other way. These rocks in here are gorgeous. If you're a rock climber, this is your paradise right here. Well, sun's starting to go down and just heading back towards the vehicle. We've got about another hour hike, but the sun doesn't set for another 2 hours, so we'll just go behind the little mountains here, and the temperature's going down, so you got to be really careful out here about that. So I'm gonna boogie. These little guys are running everywhere, these little rodents. Back at the car, and you can just see how close this hiking trail is to the city. Not very far at all. So there's Henderson and Enterprise, and you can see the airport. Made it back to the parking lot. Just want to show you guys there. So moving time 2 hours, elevation gain 170 meters. It was a good 7.2 kilometer hike, so really good time. Thanks so much for tuning into today's adventure on the trail at Sloan Conservation Area. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week. Have a good one.